So when my business has been in significant need of help, when we had a big client on the line, we had a 6-figure deal, and we needed 7-8-figure type of results, I can say there's no one that I know, and I've searched far and wide, all around the world, there's no one that I know that I would call first besides Steve Larsen. Number one, his ability to communicate with you, understand what you're saying, consume it, and then regurgitate a revised vision back to you that's more accurate than anything you could have ever thought of. That's unique. And for somebody at his age to be able to do that, and he's always got a smile on his face, he's always hustling, he's always working hard, he'll outwork you, he'll outsmile you, and he'll wow the crap out of you. And I can just say that my interactions with him has, beyond the results, it's given me a confidence. It's given me a confidence that I can go out there and do business the way I dream to do it, with confidence, with charisma, with mojo, or whatever you want to call it. And I know that I've got like the best 3-point shooter in the game with me, that type of confidence, right? That you know when you throw him the ball, he's going to hit it. And if anybody's going to hit it, he's going to do it. And so if you have any ability to work with him, you need to take it. He's that good, and he's delivered far and above for us. I can never thank the guy enough for what he's done for us. So,
Stephen is an absolute inspiration to me. His ability to influence and change the lives of people in the MLM industry is absolutely inspirational to me, and it's fantastic to have had the privilege to watch him build a system that will help you automate your MLM recruiting in your business. I know firsthand that his why is most important, I think, and should be to you, because he wants to support each individual and not just build and sell a system that he can sell, but to build something that has, things like the workbook and step-by-step processes to help you to find your attractive character, or have a way to influence and to bring people in to build your business. It's really an incredible journey to have watched him build this system, and to get to know him and really understand how passionate he is about helping each person be successful. His ability, his passion for coaching and teaching just absolutely shines through. And I know that's what's really, the crux of everything that's going to help each of you to have a successful business. The fact that he's, taken every single experience from all the different experiences in his life, and he shares it on these podcasts, and I just listening to everything that he has documented and has created thus far has just been absolutely given me wisdom and taught me so much about and things that I've put into play in my life have absolutely been a result of having Stephen's systems and his coaching, and just having him in my world and watching. So what an incredible opportunity to take what he's created and put it into your own business. I mean, I can't recommend that anymore. It's almost like, you'd be crazy not to. If you're already engaged in MLM, you'd be crazy not to, because it works. And it's not hard, and you don't have to harass your friends and family, which all of us are not wanting to do, because we all know that person we've run from, who've heard just talking about the same product over and over and over, and nobody wants that. So this is a way to really have your business, to put yourself in the center of it, to if you want to create your attractive character, to be who you are, and to be inspired by Stephen, and let him do that for you and with you, and then follow him along, take his classes, because this journey is just getting started, and it's just absolutely fun and exciting, and incredible to watch this as it rolls out and watch it truly change an industry. That's a pretty big undertaking. So thank you, Stephen. You know, I just can't tell you how much I appreciate you being in my world and doing everything you're doing for each and every individual who is lucky enough to engage with what you're creating. It's pretty awesome. So thanks so much.
Stephen Larsen, Don Hobbs, I'm telling you, you have killed it with this thing. Your new product and all the things that you're doing in the industry of multi-level marketing is amazing. You know what I love about that? You know, I've been in the industry for so many years. I got started with my career in Jim Rohn's company. I think you know that. But you know, we traveled all throughout the globe with the biggest multi-level players in the biggest multi-level companies. And since that era, I mean, 40 years later, the industry hasn't changed. The products have changed, some new companies have been introduced, but the game is still the same game. Bring your family, friends, and everybody that you know into it, and when it doesn't work out, you know, you end up in this NFL, the no friends left zone. And what I'm telling you is, I know it's been broken, but nobody's stopped long enough to fix it. You know, there's a few people that win at the top, and there's not many people that really make it work, and the industry is so powerful. It's such an awesome thing for people to have an opportunity to create, to build a dream, and you're giving it back to them. You've created a product that's awesome. You've gotten into a business where it's multi-level marketing and they don't know how to market, so you've given it to them. You're helping them think. You're changing the paradigm of how people approach this business called multi-level. And I'm honored, I'm excited, I'm pumped for it. I think it's amazing what you're doing. And I just want to tell everybody, if you're not on this kind of a system and you're in multi-level, you're cheating yourself and you're cheating a whole lot of people in your downline. Get on Stephen's system, and Stephen, great job. Congratulations to you. And thanks for everything you're doing to make a difference in the world.
So I actually started working for an MLM company when I was 18, and I actually worked for that company for almost 10 years, like in the corporate office. And you would think that after 10 years of working for an MLM company, you would learn the ins and outs of that industry. But it wasn't until I started listening to Stephen's Secret MLM Hacks Radio and talking with him and actually conversing with him on Facebook and Facebook Messenger that I realized how wrong this industry I had been in, how wrong I and the people around me have been doing things. And as I was sitting there thinking, like each time I finished talking with Stephen, I was like, this guy's gonna change. This guy's gonna change the whole entire MLM industry. Like, it just blew me away. And the more information he's put out, the more I'm convinced that if you're not hopping on this Stephen Larsen MLM train with the information he has now, you're missing out on the freaking train heading to California for the gold rush. You're missing out on buying Amazon stock at $5 a share. Like, you're missing out. And you don't have to take my word for it. I'm just some guy. Like, I'm sitting in a room with a bunch of my wife's clothes and bookshelf behind me and a steamer. Like, you don't have to take my word for it. But what you can do is go listen to his podcast, Secret MLM Hacks Radio. Go read the stuff that he puts out. And if that doesn't change your mind, well, then you're probably not going to have anyone change your mind. Like, you're probably not moldable. And that's unfortunate for you, because you're missing out. And so, Stephen Larsen, I know this is, thank you. Thank you for everything you do for your community, for all of us, and the leadership that you show and the information that you share. Like, you're changing lives, straight up. Thanks, man.
Joe Giletti here, and I wanted to tell you real quick, just talk to you just for a minute about Stephen Larsen. Now, my name is Joe Giletti. I'm an Amazon #1 bestseller. I'm the owner of a company called Multiply Inc., and we're working to sell and help our clients and coaching clients sell over $1 billion in real estate by the end of 2018. And I would just like to, Stephen is a guy who humility it exudes from him. He's extremely humble dude. Extremely loyal is another word that kind of stands out to me in my time working with him. He actually helped my daughter, who is one of the leaders in the kid entrepreneur movement. He helped my daughter. He helped build out her funnel. No questions asked, just so willing to help and so loyal. And you think about a guy like Stephen Larsen, who has, I hate to even, I don't want to just tie him because he has value all by himself, but he gets to hang out with one of the best internet marketers on the planet all day long. And it's not just that he gets to hang out with him or that he earns, that guy trusts him enough to run his coaching programs, right? Nobody really understands or knows marketing from the perspective of Russell Brunson as well as Stephen Larsen. And when you think about a guy that's as loyal as Stephen, right? And the projects he's worked on are literally the top, the best projects on the planet that people are paying the most to get done for. Stephen's the guy in the back end actually getting the job done, right? So I've been able to share the stage with him, which was really awesome. He does a great job from stage. I've listened to his content, which is he's so deep into it. He can talk about it at a level that other people can't even begin to talk about because nobody really, when you think about it, Stephen Larsen may be the best kept secret in all of marketing because nobody can really talk about marketing at the level that he could and yet still be that humble, just loyal guy who's just if he wanted to go start his own thing or whatever, he could probably just go crush it, right? Because he's got the mentoring, he's got the background and stuff like that. And so if anybody out there is considering should I, who's Stephen Larsen and should I work with him? I've personally experienced his work both as a speaker and building out funnels. I've talked with him at a higher level about the things that are going on, and he is the best kept secret in all of marketing because, again, nobody goes to him for all this stuff, right? He's the guy that's just crushing it and getting the results done on the back end. And so I just highly recommend him for anything. If you want to learn more about marketing, right? If you're looking for a coach, somebody to do it for you, if you're looking for a speaker to talk about marketing, he's, again, Stephen, I'm sure you'll see this. He's he's probably the best kept secret because he's not going to be nearly as expensive as some of these really huge dudes, but he has the experience and the really huge dudes, and he's got the marketing chops, and he's proven it, and he's done it for them. And I'm sure if you're looking for help, he can do it for you too. So listen, I highly recommend Stephen Larsen. He's the man. He really knows his stuff. But beyond that, just as a person, super cool to work with, very loyal, very effective, right? So if you're on the fence or you're thinking about hiring him, I highly endorse and recommend him. And I hope that you take me up on my advice. I'm sure you'll be very happy you did. Thanks so much.